Whew. All right, what is up, everybody? Okay, cardio. This is the second week of me doing cardio, and I shouldn't expect it to be easier yet. It'll take probably 3 or 4 weeks to get back into the groove of doing it. But so I did 12 minutes, and I'm kind of hoping that it's not a mistake that I did that before heavy was supposed to be heavy squats today. I mean, I won't really know until I start squatting, but my quads are burning a little bit, I will say. So again, I'm just hoping that wasn't a mistake. On leg day, I might just have to do cardio after the fact, which I don't really like doing because like when I'm done weight training, and again, this is just a mindset thing. I probably just need to change it and get better about this. But when I get done weight training, I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to leave at that point. So, but yeah, I may have to fiddle around with my cardio on leg days. But other than that, of course, I just have been using the bar. So I mean, it's not. This really doesn't tell me anything, but I feel good so far. Like, there's like no hip or knee pain, which sometimes I will have when I'm squatting. Or it's not even really pain, it's just like discomfort. None of that's going on yet, so hopefully that doesn't. But yeah, I think. Well, let me say this: I do have some good and bad news. I mean, it's nothing really that bad or good, but I guess I'll start with the bad. Friday, I did a whole workout, and it was actually a really good workout. I got an awesome pump, and on top of that, I switched some things. I did some things that I don't normally do with shoulders, just out of curiosity, and two, because I feel like I need it. I'll kind of get into more details about that when I do it again this coming up Friday. But yeah, I recorded the whole workout, and for whatever reason, my audio did not go through. And like I always test it before I start recording, and when I tested it, it was all connected. It was working, and there's green lights on the microphone and what goes into the charger port. They were both green. They were on. So I don't know what happened, but yeah, none of my audio went through. So I basically couldn't upload it. I just had to delete it all, which sucks. But it finally led me to buying some new microphones, and I think they're supposed to come in this Thursday. So this Friday's workout should have some new mics, and I read all the review, not all of them, but I read a lot of the reviews for the mics that I got. You always want to make sure you do that from verified purchasers, and these are supposed to be professional grade mics. And I've gone back and listened to some of my videos, and like these mics are muffled a little bit. I guess is the best way to describe it. So I bought some professional. Again, they're supposed to be professional grade microphones. So starting this Friday, I should have some better sound quality. Hopefully, the mics live up to what, like all the reviews that I read said that they're great. So we'll see. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm gonna quit talking. Let's just keep warming up. I probably won't start the next clip until I get 405 on here. So let me do some more warm ups. We'll get up to 405, and that'll really start to tell me how today's gonna go. You guys see that right there? Listen, don't judge me, okay? It's getting me. I wouldn't say it's getting me fired up, but in a weird way, it's kind of like just bringing my spirits up. It's kind of upbeat, got a good sound to it. It's just working. I have no shame in saying that I listen to music like that sometimes while lifting. If it works, it works. I'm not gonna argue with this. So, oh, All right, so a few things here. I'm using a different bar. It's quite a bit longer than the bar that I'm used to using, but I want to use it because I've had problems with the weights hitting these safety bars. So the fact that the collars are out wider, it brings the 45s out wider, which hopefully will kind of cancel that problem out. But it does create, possibly, I'll say possibly, it might not, but I think it might create a new problem of being a little whippy because, again, it's longer. So it's just naturally going to happen. You know, it's physics 101. Come on. And the bar also is 55 pounds. So it's 10 pounds heavier. So there's several things here that are different that I'm doing. Hopefully, it doesn't have any negative effect on the working sets I do. We'll just have to see though when I get to that point. I'll throw 455 on, like always. Do 1 rep, and I mean, just go up to the working weight after that. Really not, unless I feel something I don't like, we'll go up to probably it would be 505 since this bar is 10 pounds heavier. So we'll see. Let me get 455 on there. We'll give it one good rep, one good heave ho, and then yeah, go from there. Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to the bar being a little longer. I wouldn't say it's affecting me in a big way, but I do feel the slight differences. It does require a little more balance of the bar, and you can see when I'm walking the back, if I'm a little tilted because the bar's longer, I'm almost missing the re-racking it. So you can see it in that. But I think, I mean, the weight didn't feel. I'll go back and watch. I always like to go back and watch because sometimes what you feel and then what you see, going back and watching, are two different things. So, yeah, we'll just go up to 505, just like last week. Hopefully, it's a little better this week. But we'll do at least one set and go from there. See what happens. Initial thoughts. Well, it was okay. I did feel a little wobbly, but I do think the more I get used to this bar, I do think it's going to benefit me in the long run. So I got to try to stick to it, even though in the short term, it did feel a little more. When something's more wobbly like that, especially when you're squatting, it's just naturally going to make it harder. So, I mean, other than that, it felt pretty good. I got to remind myself too, I'm on a cut, so my strength might not be what I want, well, that's part of it, man. So I do think a couple of those I could have went a little deeper, but it is what it is. I mean, I was doing hack squats for like a month straight, 4 or 5 weeks straight. And when I'm hack squatting, I said this last Sunday, I push through my toes more, and that's trying to carry over into my barbell back squat, which I don't like doing that unless I'm going a little bit lighter. Usually when I'm going for my heavy sets, I like to, sit back on it more, push more midfoot, and get the glutes, the hips, and hamstrings helping a little more. Yeah, I think once I kind of just get my groove back with this, I think it'll be pretty good. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a second set. I don't know. I kind of want to, but then again, I don't know. Well, I'll have to figure that out here in a couple minutes. I'll think about it. I'm sure a lot of you are gonna have different opinions about what I'm about to say, but sometimes I don't know. So I feel like sometimes you can just tell whenever a set is going to be difficult, and a lot of times that's based off the previous set you just did. And I won't say this set's going to be difficult, but I think it's smart to set expectations sometimes so you're not let down, And I just feel like on this set, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go for as many as I can get. I mean, you already fucking know that, but I also want to be realistic so that I don't, have a big letdown here. So I'm gonna go for 6 again, but I'm gonna set the expectations that that might not happen. I don't know, just because again, I'm just now kind of working back into barbell back squats. I'm on a calorie deficit right now, so all that into consideration. It's just squats might not go like I want for a little bit. So it's I feel like it's smart to just set those expectations beforehand. And again, don't get me wrong, even though you have those expectations, you always try to exceed them. So even though I'm setting expectations that I might not get 6 again, I'm still gonna go for it. I'm still fucking going for 6. So the mindset's still the same in that sense, but I had I also on the other side of the coin, I have those expectations that it might not happen. So as long as you're giving 100% effort and you're trying, that's all that matters. So I hate to use that cliche saying, but it kind of rings true here. So yeah, we'll go for 6 again. Might not get it, but only way to know is to do it. So let's try it. I don't know, man. As soon as I racked that, I kind of regretted not going for one more because I really do think I could have got 6 again. God damn it. No, I don't want to make any excuses, but I do think doing my cardio on the bike before squats didn't have a massive effect, but a slight one. for some reason, and I've never experienced this while squatting, but my calves were getting a little sore. I mean, you fucking got me on that one. I don't know why that would happen, but they did. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. So again, I kind of regret racking that. I do think I had one more, but just got to take this in baby steps. So next week, try to be a little bit better, and then just keep going up from there. But I think that's it for squats. I don't want to overdo it. Like I said, take this with baby steps. So let's just move on to some leg curls. We'll go to leg curls after this. I mean, come on, dude. I just can't help myself. This song, and I can't explain why, for whatever reason, just has me in the zone, has me feeling good. Um, and when you find those zones and you start feeling good in a workout, you got to hold on to that for as long as you can, because especially the longer you train, the longer you train, trust me, I've been doing this for 14 years. The longer you train, the harder it is to feel good and get in that zone. At least for me personally, my personal experience, that's that's kind of how it's been. I mean, it's just, and it makes sense just because you're putting more mileage on your body. You're so it's just harder to. I don't know. It's just harder basically, and so yeah, like when I have these moments where whether it be from a song or just anything, that I get zoned in and locked in, and I really start feeling pretty good. Dude, you gotta cherish those moments because they come less frequently the longer you train. Now there could be someone out there that's been training for a long time, and they're singing a different tune. They say otherwise. They feel like the longer they do this, the more. And then, all I gotta say about that is good for them, because I kind of have the opposite effect. Not trying to be negative here, see, but not trying to be negative or nothing, but just be realistic, be real, and realistically, that's just how it goes for me. Um, and that's not to say that I don't love training. I absolutely love this shit. I don't care. See, bud, I don't care if I'm like I've said before, if I'm deathly ill, extremely tired, or extremely sore, whatever, dude. I try to find. I'm one of those guys that I try to find reasons to get myself into the gym, even if I feel like shit. I look for reasons to actually go. And this isn't even me looking down on people, but I feel like some people are the opposite. They look for reasons not to go, which I mean, it's fine. Because again, I don't think everybody looks at it like I do, or might not have the same love. It is, I will say, it is easier to look for reasons to come to the gym, even when you're feeling like shit. Whenever you actually love it, not everybody loves going to the gym, and I get that. So it's just harder, it's just harder for them. But yeah, I don't know how this turned into a rant, but anyways, let's just pretty simple and straightforward. Let's just do. I'll probably just do 3 sets. 3 sets here, 3 sets of leg extensions, and then I might throw in one last exercise. Try to make it quad focused. Um, but yeah, let's just do this first, and then we'll figure it out. Okay. That felt really good. Whew. Actually, really, really good. 2 more like that. Okay. Oh, one more. Okay. I was gonna do a drop set, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's just call that there. Let's call that there and move on to leg extensions. All right. I'm gonna try to go a little quicker paced here. So these sets, ideally, you know, with each one, it gets significantly tougher. So that way I'm not doing 30 reps each set, which I probably, let me do this back one, which I'll probably get around 30 on this first set. So, I'll do this first one. Like I said, probably only rest like a minute, maybe just a little longer. Jump right into the second one, and hopefully that makes each set tougher. And then by the third one, ideally I'd be around 15 reps rather than 30. So we'll see. We'll see if it plays out like that. Okay. Whew. All right, one more. Okay, let's move on and do one more exercise. I'm honestly leaning toward just a couple sets of elevated heel Smith machine squats. Hit quads a little bit more because I feel like I got good hamstring, glute, and hip work on my two heavy sets of barbell back squat. Followed that up with 3 sets of leg curls, so hamstrings are good. Let's do a little bit more quad focused stuff. Like I said, probably only 2 sets, and then we'll probably be done. Do a little bit of posing. Oh my god, let's see if I can get in here. I was gonna do some, like I said, some elevated heel Smith machine squats, but it's taken at the moment. So we're gonna settle for this assisted sissy squat, if you want to call it that. I honestly don't know what it's called, but I just know it's good for targeting your quads a little more. So I have 80 pounds here. It's really not that heavy, but I'm gonna go slow and controlled, make it as hard as I need to, so that way I don't have to go crazy heavy with weight here, and just probably just do a couple sets, couple sets, and then we'll do a little bit of posing, like I said. All right, I could honestly go a little heavier probably, but again, that's my 9th set, and then one more will be 10 sets in. It's not really about the weight at that point, and I felt that really good. Like I said, I went pretty slow, make sure I was feeling what I was doing, really connected. So yeah, one more like that, we'll be done. All right, I'm fucking done. Let's pose. Let's pose real quick, and then we'll get out of here. All right, pretty good leg day overall. I'm hoping, of course, again, I got to keep reminding myself that I'm on a cut. So, like, I keep thinking I want my squats to get stronger, just because I took that really 4 to 5 weeks of no barbell back squat. I was just doing hacks. So when I come back to it last week, it just felt a little unfamiliar, a little off. So like I'm telling myself, I want to keep going up in strength, but also again, I got to remind myself I'm on a cut. So I got to manage my expectations there. Of course, you can get stronger on a cut, but it's just a lot less likely, you know. But I mean, other than that, pretty good leg day. So let's do a little bit of posing. See what we're working with. I think we're done. Let's get out of here.